Because I was earlier in, I think 2023, I was part of some conversation to release him. And what came straight was from Imo State, that he can't be released before the election in Imo State, that he will affect them. And after that, everybody kept coming and said, don't release him, and here we are.
Right. Good day, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. There is something that I wanted to explain to people. I really wanted to talk about it. That was yesterday, but because of time and schedule of events, I was unable to talk about it. And that is the issue of the court case of Nnamdi Kanu, what transpired in this previous proceeding. The legal team, they told us what transpired, okay? Nobody saw it, we were not there. They told us what transpired, and there is something that baffles me. I am laughing over it, but Nigeria is a country where law does not work, okay? Nobody even cares. As far as the government have interest in you, they have interest to hold you down, anything you do becomes a crime. Now, the federal government of Nigeria, they brought a witness after the council, Nnamdi Kanu, refused to object the masked witnesses to give their testimonies. Now, they say one of them came, okay, masked. They did not see his face. The person gave his testimony, said that he's part of the people that went to arrest Nnamdi Kanu in 2015 when he came to Nigeria, and he was arrested in a hotel in Lagos, I think in the airport vicinity, something like that. Stay with me. This is very laughable and very terrible. Now, the person continued to say that Nnamdi Kanu did not use his name to book the hotel. So when they came to the hotel, they took the record of the hotel. They wanted to check, even they took up to 3 months back. They wanted to check how come, which room is Nnamdi Kanu stay, so that they can just go to the room direct. But they did not see any name. Nnamdi Kanu, any name related to him. They have to start searching the whole hotel room by room, okay? Even started opening people's privacy. That is a story for another day. Now, until they got to room 306, okay? Something like, yeah, 306, where Nnamdi Kanu was staying with his wife, okay? Or with a woman, something like that. Now, I don't know how Nigerian law works, okay? But that is an invasion of privacy. I know that on Friday here, there will be a cross-examination, like question becomes like, did you invite Nnamdi Kanu that he did not come before you arrest him? All those things. So they invaded his privacy in the hotel room, and they say they saw broadcasting equipment. And that is the reason why they arrested him, because of the broadcast he did in London. And the federal government also said that, the prosecutors, okay? The people who are representing the federal government, they said they have, according to what Nnamdi Kanu said, they said they have 5 witnesses, so they still have 4 people to come and testify. So we'll be waiting to see what they're going to testify. But if the evidence they have against Nnamdi Kanu is speaker, camera, and all those things, his wristwatch they brought to the court, meaning, I don't really know. We can't just start concluding anyway. But from the first testimony of the person who came to, give his testimony, it's laughable. But let's see what transpired. I think Nigeria court is all about who has the lawyer who can influence the judge. From my own personal experience, so I'm talking from my experience. What I'm saying has nothing to do with one particular case, okay? I think it has to do with if you have sons, advocate of Nigerians who can just influence the judge. I don't think that they are really going straight to what the law says. For me, I'm just saying in my own opinion, okay? Because the way things are going, if you look at it, you start asking yourself questions. Even people who did not read law, study law, if they see some things that they are arguing in court, they'll be saying, now, what kind of rascality is this? You see, these are the reasons why sometimes Nnamdi Kanu will just stand up on the courtroom and started telling the judge, you are biased. You are biased. You can't handle my case. The judge based on interest. If government have interest in you, you are gone. Find it difficult to get justice. And people are laughing at Nigeria. Nigeria not get shame at all. Nothing like shame. Nothing like shame. We don't have shame. It's a very tragic something, okay? On Friday, Nnamdi Kanu will still be going back to court. That is May 2nd, okay? So at the time of recording this video, we are just few hours to the next day. So today is coming to an end. We are just going to the first day of May, of which the second is just Friday. Kanu will go back to court to cross-examine the mass witness that came to testify against him. And let's see what happens. This month we enter, we are hopeful that Nnamdi Kanu will be released, okay? We are hopeful that he will be released, but let's see how it happens. It's not the will of so many powers that be, international communities like Britain. It's not the will of some Northerners who said that if they release Nnamdi Kanu, they will leave Nigeria. It's not their will that Nnamdi Kanu should be released. And most Nigerian politicians, like Southeastern politicians, it's not their will that Kanu should be released. But what will be, will be. He will be released. And anybody that want to die, let them go and die. Anybody that want to hug transformer, let them go and hug transformer, because what is going to be is going to be.
At the resumed hearing of Nnamdi Kanu's case, the counsel for the federal government, Adegboyega Awumolo, SAN, told the court that he had earlier filed an ex parte application for the witness to testify behind screens due to the nature of the case and for security reasons, which was granted by the court as there was no objection from Kanu's lawyers. As the government formally opened its case against Kanu, its witness who testified behind the screen told the court that on 14th October 2015, he was assigned with some team members to arrest Kanu at the Golden Tulip Hotel in Lagos. According to the witness whom the court tagged PWAAA, when they got to the Golden Tulip, the reception showed them the guest manifest of several months and noticed that Kanu's name was not there. They however got an order to conduct a room-to-room search of the hotel, which produced Kanu in room 303 with a young lady. The witness noticed that Kanu initially resisted arrest and was in an apartment that looked like a broadcasting studio. He was then taken to the DSS command in Lagos, where the items from his room were listed. The witness went on to read a statement made by Kanu on the same day of his arrest, where the ipob leader said he set up Radio Biafra because he believes in freedom of speech and that the UN Charter of People's Rights guarantees the right to self-determination. In the same statement, Kanu also noted that he was questioned without his lawyer or any legal representation, so he answered the questions asked him in the best way he could. After giving his evidence in chief, the trial judge, Justice James Obotosho, adjourned to May 2nd for cross-examination.
The matter is very simple. The state has a case against our client, and we are defending him. And for the first time, the matter has been opened, and we have heard what the evidence is. On Friday, we are coming back to cross-examine him. But in the main, the matter has commenced on a good note, very sound note, very civilized trial. And we hope by the grace of God we'll continue on this note and get to the end.
Well, it's quite unfortunate that we have not woken up to understand that you cannot just arrest people because they have equipment on them. When the interview was going on, the leader of IPOB was mentioning in that particular interview that he was just broadcasting, telling the world about what the British government is doing. And there's nothing wrong with him telling the world that we deserve our rights and we deserve what is in London over here, to be treated fairly, to have what they have, whatever they enjoy, we need to enjoy it in this country.
For the first time in about 10 years, Nnamdi Kanu's case has made headways. The federal government called its first witness today, and they say they have about 5 more witnesses to call. For a matter that has been granted accelerated hearing, Nigerians are eager to know what will be the outcome of this case.
Before we go, I would like to ask you this. I see you in court, I see videos of you in court every time Nnamdi Kanu appears in court, and his case has lingered for too long and so long. Shouldn't we be talking about a political solution now to resolve all of these and probably give closure to the people of the Southeast and maybe peace too?
The Kanu situation didn't need to last one day longer than the day Buhari left. Kanu was Buhari's personal prisoner because those people, the Buharis of this world, believe that Nigeria is a real estate that must be held together, it must be united. But you would think that people who claim they have broad minds about what Nigeria is, the diversity of Nigeria, the crisis. Is the first person they would have done, the first person they would have let go is Nnamdi Kanu. Because didn't we let go Sunday Igbo? Have we burned down Yoruba land? Before Buhari left, I was one of the people fighting for Ezaki. The argument by those who were opposed to his release was that if he comes, he will burn down Kaduna. Ezaki has been out of jail now for how long? He doesn't even have time for Nigeria. He has become an international ambassador for Nigeria. He goes to Lebanon, Iran. I've seen him in Iraq. He has not had time to even rebuild his area base. That shows to you that what of some of the fear mongering that happens on the corridors of power is driven by unreasonableness, and that is why I just want to say, look, eventually they are going to resolve the issue politically. Because the political issue is a self-determination matter. There's no court of law that can resolve Kanu's matter. Even if he's found guilty by their own standards, it's still going to be he's a political prisoner forever.
Some people have also said that there are also some interests, political interests, even from his region, who do not want him to be free.
We know that because I was earlier in, I think 2023, I was part of some conversation to release him. And what came straight was from Imo State, that he can't be released before the election in Imo State, that he will affect them. And after that, everybody kept coming and said, don't release him, and here we are.
All right, we have to go now. I must thank you very much for your time on the program. Omoyele Sowore.